You guys have a good nose.
Yeah.
I missed you.
You didn't even notice. You didn't even notice I was gone. Now you want to go over there. Bye. Leave me.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna go to sleep, but I guess not. Doing a lot of walking. In short spurts.
Go. Go. Yeah, he's walking to you. Yeah.
Very good, sir.
For the past month or so, Mr. Hallease and I have been displaced. So right now, we are currently in my childhood bedroom that was transformed into a guest room. So we're at my parents' house. And last week, we were at my sister and her husband's house, and we alternate between the two houses because even though we did purchase a home at the end of last year, that home is not livable. Just know that that home has plumbing damage, foundation damage, roof damage, and electrical damage.
And we got it inspected.
And we did get it inspected, so there you go.
Everything looked fine.
Everything did look fine. So essentially that home is a glorified storage unit. It now just holds all our stuff while we figure out what we're gonna do legally with our lawyer. We hired a lawyer.
We're living life as best we can.
That's a good way to put it. And so, yeah, man, in these trying times, I struggled with the idea of just like talking about what's happening in the background.
Because then you acknowledge the failure.
Exactly. I do feel like I have failed just because, well, actually the whole home buying process for me in general just always felt like I was doing something that was never meant for me. Mostly because of just knowing the history of housing discrimination, and then even going through like the application process, just all these little moments. It was very much like, but is the home buying, like, is owning a home, like, it was never meant for me to begin with.
And we
then
probably should never have done it.
Yeah, and then now all of this happened, and it's like, wow, this really was never meant for me, you know? Kind of like confirming. And so it's like, what is the American dream?
It depends on who you ask.
I don't know.
We are homeless in that we do not have a home to reside in, but we have home.
Yeah.
We've found home again in the people that we're surrounded by, in the family, in the blessings and the food and everything that we can take in, and we try not to take for granted anymore. We have home, and we carry it with us in our suitcase.
Yeah.
We unpack it, and that's how we go day to day.
Pretty much. It can be very overwhelming at times, though. There's just like moments where I just sit there and it's like, oh, I'm overwhelmed. I'm overwhelmed right now.
But it's still the beauty of our marriage in that one person is always grounded and the other person can freak out.
Yeah, that's true.
It's never been...
We're never both freaking out.
6 years in and we've never both been freaking out about something.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's been a time, but...
I will say, because it's like every year that I'm with you, I always think like, oh, there's no way I can love this person more than I already do. And then another year goes by and it's like, oh man, I definitely feel like I love you more this year than I did last year. You know? I mean, I'm happy, I'm so grateful that I get to go through this experience with you.
I would not be...
Yeah.
I'm not strong enough to go through this.
Yeah, not at all. This whole experience of being displaced and just not having a lot of space. So it doesn't really bother me staying with people. it's more just like you just don't ever feel like you're truly grounded anywhere. But like with this, we're just always living out of a suitcase, and we're always just kind of like, we're very much aware that this is supposed to be temporary. So we're trying to like not be a burden. This definitely makes me realize that like we could totally do tiny houses.
I am 100% down with that.
Now you're down for
Now I'm totally down with it.
It took me, I was, oh my gosh, when tiny houses first, before they were even big, I was already talking.
Before the show.
Yeah, like before the shows and everything, I was already talking to him like, oh my gosh, we should totally do tiny houses. We could totally just like live our best tiny house life. And he was like, we have too much stuff. And I was like, well, we don't even need this stuff. And we really don't need this stuff. Like, all of our stuff is at the storage unit.
We consistently live in about 90 square feet.
Yeah.
And it works.
It's not that bad.
And with a tiny home, we'd have a second story.
Oh.
Yeah. So imagine if we could access all this dead space. This is dead space.
This is dead.
This is wasteful.
Yeah, it is dead space. I know there's tiny house builders here in San Antonio.
We'll get to that.
We have to handle
We'll get to that
this.
tiny
We have to
place
handle
when we get to that tiny place.
Anyway, I think we've been bouncing through the 5 stages of grief, you know? We've been bouncing all around, and I feel like we finally just like have hit acceptance. We're at the acceptance stage. I feel like this is our Job story. And there's no point in asking God why, because it's bigger than you. Bad things happen to good people all the time. There is no rhyme or reason for it. Things just happen. Sometimes there is no lesson to be had. It's just something that just happens, you know? Roll with it. And live your best displaced life.
There's still too much privilege. Like, I still feel like
totally.
We had perhaps too much.
Maybe we did. Maybe we did have too much.
You know, again, I'm not trying to make something of it, but it still feels like I still have a job. You still have a job.
Yeah.
We both have our cars.
Yeah.
We have a place to stay.
Mm-hmm.
We consistently eat.
If this had happened in Austin, we would legit be very, very, very lost.
Yeah, would have had to maybe quit a job or
yeah, it'd be really
cut and run.
It'd be very bad. Oh my gosh.
I don't know. It could always be worse. It could always be a lot worse.
It can always, yeah. It can definitely always be worse for sure.
But we have each other. Yeah.
Yeah. That's all you really need. But yeah, I guess in the comments below, send good vibes. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have anything like necessarily to say, just put the word vibes in the comments below and I'll just know you're sending me good vibes and it'll just feel good, you know? Also, let me know what you're grateful for in life, because even in these trying times, I still find so much that I am grateful for. I flush a toilet, praise God. It rains a little bit and the roof still works, praise God, you know? So
genuine blessings.
Like genuine.
You know the hardships to know the blessings.
Exactly. So what are you grateful for? Let us know in the comments below. And yeah, just know that in the background, in the midst of it all, we're dealing with it. And you can too. With that, I'll see you when I see you.